Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I guess we'll just go through this right quick since there's some pages I've already done, but I'm going to show you this here that every time I get a journal I take out some pages, so I automatically tear the red seam off because it's just cloth. It'll come off, and then when when I'm through with it, I'll just glue it back together and then put a piece of this here is green colored duct tape, and you can get all these colors at Joann's. Okay, just to show you, I have maybe 5 pages in here that you didn't see last time, and we'll just go through it again right quick for those of you who didn't see it. And I love looking back through all my journals. I believe this is a new one. I believe this here was somebody's skirts, and I just put them down as vases and then took some acrylics. I even get inspiration from my own journals. Looking back through them, what colors did I use? What worked well together? What didn't work well together? And whenever I get a journal, I usually take out about 1/4 of it. You can go through, and every time you find a signature with the threads, I pop all of those off with my little knife and X-Acto knife, and just pop out all the signatures. But now it may or may not, but once I do that, you have all the threads sticking up. I usually put a bead of glue and just run my finger down it so the threads won't keep loosening up. This here is a colorful one. I love all the saturated colors, and that's was kind of behind when I was doing this, when I said I want to use more saturated colors, and that was the inspiration for the next one. When I took the little signatures out, I always make a new book, which is like you're getting 2 journals for the price of 1. And this one here was upside down, and I did it in the other one also. It's a bummer. So this here was the back side of the house. I made like a little brick. A little brick scene. And I believe this was a new page. This was the back side to the rabbits up here, and I really didn't know what to do with the back side of this one. But this here, I believe, was from Trigmoo, these things, and this here, I believe, was Collage soup. Okay, so, let me show you guys this. So I seen someone had this journal, and it was just the journal part, and I don't believe it had the pocket or the balloons, but I like the colors that person used. But this here actually is an Amazon bag, and here's the inside of it, and I sewed it down on the sewing machine, but it was like this here was supposed to be the practice one. and the threads show up, but I guess you need to paint it. I started out painting it one color, and then I sewed it down, but then I wanted to go back and put some more paint on because I wanted it to be darker. And then I found this little pocket, which I did the little balloons, put the little bead string on them. And the pocket I made to where I always notice how people can never get their tags in and out, so I thought I would fold the pocket. So on the back side, I'll take this napkin here and show you all, but on the back side, I actually just, if you fold it in like that, and then when you go to do your pocket, then you're going to have a little bit of leadway, and it won't be, but you can't sew it down. You're just going to, you know, glue it here and on the back side. But that way, you know, this here I could stick my hand all the way in the bottom without it tearing. But then I added these, and that's going to be my future little journal. Okay, so, okay, before we get into the new little journal, here's my 3-inch ring binder, and I ran off some freebies from Collage Soup, and I'll let you all look at that, because some I've already cut up, but it has the fishies. And it's sooted green, couple of those pages. It has the squares, that's an old page. The fishy page. The moon people, which it was 4 pages of this. It's freebies. I love these. And then I want to tell you guys a little trick to this right here. Okay, so you see that, you know, these here are on the edge, and, you know, you don't have the edge of the door, but that can go for anything. If you have a half a face or a half a something that, you know, that you can use. You can't do a half a fish like that, but, you know, if it's kind of equal on both sides, you can do it with that. Or even, say, like if you had a lady and you said, well, I wish she pointed the other way, you can also do this trick for that if you need her pointing that way, or if you need this face pointing that way. But I take it and snapshot it and then flip it. When you go to photos, flip it. And, you know, you have the little, let's see if I have a pen on my desk, which I don't. Okay, so I have a Samsung camera, but, you know, when you go to, after you snapshot it, when you go to your gallery, you know, you're going to have the little, looks like a little pen symbol at the bottom. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to see this symbol, and that means you can flip it. Okay, so that's what I did. Okay, so here's the flip. Here's the original. Here's the flip. And since I don't have the other half of the picture, you know, that way you'll get your whole picture. Okay. And so all of these were free. And we'll flip through these right quick. I think I'm going to use all of these right here in the collage I'm getting ready to do. I think I want a red background, so I've pulled a lot of things with red, and you'll see why in a minute. So all of these dark red images. Okay, so here's, I think this was the happy download. It said it was an updated version. So I never did see the other version, but there was actually 4. One of these, I forget, maybe 30 was on this happy one, maybe. And then it was 3 other, here it is. The other 3 downloads were 0 freebies. And it's like 4 images. So I got 4 of the moon pictures. And I think 4 of the stripy leg ladies. But just think, all this was free. Probably 30 some pages. Which there's plenty more out there free. This was free. And usually this is the first one you'll see when you sign up, but it's all on collagesoup.com. And you know, it's pretty good saturation. I mean, you can raise your saturation up if you like on your printer. Say like that one there, if you wanted, you know, the other half of that face, you could flip this picture and get the other half. And I've done that many a times. Okay, so that's all of those. And like I said, I want to pull a bunch of red. So I'll probably go through and pull some of these. And the red flower as backgrounds. Probably these to fill up a double-sided page. Okay, so enough of that, because I have to go through and cut everything out. But here's the book I started, and you see I've took you know, painter's tape, but like it's 2 pages. Well, it's a signature. You know, you're going to have the whole page together like that. Well, I fold it. Well, you know, it's already folded. So I'll take 2 signatures. Okay, pretend this is one with the 3, you know, it's the whole page is together when you open it. This is whole page when you open it. I just stick them together like that and then put the tape down it. And then when you fold it, then you'll put your other signature up here and put the tape down it. So every other page in here will be taped and not taped, and I'll show you that. So here was my cover, because I want everything in this one to be really saturated. So I think maybe this was from earlier collage books, not soup books. And then, you know, I put acrylic paint in the background. Most of this was Collage Soup. Except this was out of a magazine, I think. Maybe this was out of a magazine. And then I wanted to do a yellow page. So this was kindly my green page, my blue page, my yellow page. And then I thought I want to put use some white space, look pretty good. Because after I did the flower, I said, okay, I like white space. And I always have liked it every now and then. And this was Collage Soup. And this was, I think, out of maybe Ooh La La. And that was out of Ooh La La. And these were. And this, you know, it had a more saturated page on the other side, but I flipped it. and use the like the negative. And then here's my upside down page. This was out of the I think all this was out of the freebies. The other two moon photos. Okay, so today I want to, like I said, do maybe all red and then start putting my figures on, and when I do that I'll bring you all back. Okay, so I got everything cut out and we're going to try to magically put it all together. And your guess is about as good as mine, but I do have in mind what I want it to look like. But I think, oh, and before I start, I was going to show you all this little trick. Say like you have an image like this, and you know, or even one like this that you don't want a fussy cut, or that you want a little more something to it. I'll take these scissors, which this is the one with the little rick-rack on it, and you know, I give it a little something something. Or you know, if you didn't really want to fussy cut these either, that's a good way to do those for anyone who doesn't like to fussy cut. Okay, so I was going to put all my little red squares down, or just, I think I want to just sprinkle them around. And this here is some old Mod Podge that I had in this little container. And even though I had just a little bit in this container, it's probably a fifth full, it had dried up. I just added water and it brung it back to life. I'm just pulling words out my hat now. And I did that, the same thing to that. Put the little rick-rack if you didn't want straight edges. I don't even know if I have enough. But I wanted to, I'm going to put this, since it has a straight edge over here. Go ahead and stick that there. It'll look more intentional. I had in mind to, you know, have some white space, but we'll see. So I'll stick this down here, more like background. That way you all can see my process. And I was going to cut those apart, but do I still want to? Let's see, we'll stick them here. Let's see. think I've just about got what I want for the top. I may have to dry this and do a dry run of my images. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and wing it. I do know I wanted this to kind of be my focal. This is going to be a toughie to put down. Maybe. Okay. I think we'll let's see, I guess we'll stick her there. And I wanted to, I think, sprinkle some of these around. I already love the white space. Let's see. Had this partial flower. Guess we'll stick it up here. And I think I'll stick this down here. I like the black and white contrast. And I think we'll stick that there. It's another flower I liked. Are we going to have room for it? I think we'll stick it over here because I don't want the stem. Some reason the stem didn't look good out in the white space, so I'll stick it here. I think I didn't get enough glue under her tail. I think I was going to sprinkle some of these yellow flowers around. I think I'll put the one with the stem here. Give that a little more interest. Here's another one that I cut with the rickrack. And that's a no-go. Here's one of the ladies, the stripy ladies. I think maybe we'll put one here. And here's another stripy lady. And let's see, did I want to stick the Eiffel Tower? I think that's a no-go. I had another birdie child. I'm not sure about that. I think we'll stick this butterfly over here. I had a whole little page of butterflies. And do we need a butterfly here? I think we'll stick this one here. I'm on the fence about it, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. And need a little something more. Something a little more around her. See, I'm not sure how I want to do this. I think that'll go there. Make it look like more flowers on the flower here. Need a little something more here still. No, that was like a bad afterthought. Here's another stripy lady. See, I kind of like her there. I think we'll go ahead with it. Let's not overthink it. Let's just do it. And have we got enough on this page yet? We got this little girl, which I had wanted to put her with this flower, and I think might be overkill, but to cover the bottom of that stem up. And okay, one more butterfly. One more butterfly. And I think for now, I like it. And I think that's all we'll do to that. And I hope I've inspired some of you today to do your own and take chances, and gave you some great tips. And I hope you like and subscribe. And as always, see you tomorrow.